How to publish an app on Google Play, a step-by-step guide. Thrilled to be releasing your first app? For those of you who would like to make it available to Android users, here is a detailed explanation on how to do so via the Google Play Store. Google Play is one of the largest marketplaces for distributing, marketing, and selling Android apps, with over 1 billion monthly active users. The process of uploading an app to Google Play may appear daunting to first-time developers. You should familiarize yourself with the platform's rules, regulations, and procedures to avoid any problems in the future, just like you would with any other app store. Here you'll find a detailed guide on how to upload an app to the Google Play Store. Step 1. Create a developer account. You'll need a Google Play developer account before you can upload your app to the Google Play Store. Creating one is simple, and if you already have a Google account, you may use it instead. The sign-up process is simple, and the $25 registration cost is due only once. You can pay with a credit or debit card after seeing and agreeing to the developer distribution agreement. Your developer name is the name under which your apps will appear to users searching Google Play, so it's important to get that right when creating your account. Extra information can easily be included later. Please be patient. The registration process may take up to 48 hours. Step 2. Plan to sell? Link your merchant account. The creation of a payments center profile or merchant account is required prior to the release of any paid app or the sale of any in-app items. This is how you can achieve that goal. Log in with your PlayStation. Use the link download reports, financial to pick, open a merchant account now. Business owners, please fill out the following form. Your developer account will be connected to your profile immediately after you create it. With a merchant account, you can track in-app purchases, receive monthly payments, and evaluate your app's financial performance all from within the Play console. Step 3. Create an app. You can now upload your app after setting up your Play console. The steps are as follows. Find the All Applications section of the menu and click there. Select Create Application to begin the application process. Choose the default language for your app. Go ahead and give your app a name. To begin creating, select Create. When your app is live on Google Play, its name will be there. Keep in mind that you may always decide on a new name in the future, so don't stress too much about it now. After finishing the app's creation process, you'll be directed to the store's submission page. In this section, you will be asked to provide the specifics for your app's store listing. Step 4. Prepare store listing. You need to get your app listed in the relevant stores before you can release it. This is everything that will be displayed to users on your app's Google Play page. You are not required to finish this step before moving on to the next. When you're ready to publish, you can always go back to a draft you saved. The specifics of your store listing fall under the following headings. Product details. You must complete all 3 of the following fields. The title and description of your app should be crafted with the user's needs in mind. Do not overdo it, but make sure you use the appropriate terms. If the Play Store thinks your app is spammy or overly promotional, they may remove it. Graphic assets. Various visual representations of your app's features and capabilities, including screenshots, pictures, videos, promotional graphics, and icons, can be uploaded here. A high-resolution icon, a feature graphic, and any applicable screenshots are required components of the Graphic Assets section. Some are required, while others are merely cosmetic, but they can do wonders for your app's popularity. Each visual asset that you add must adhere to strict guidelines regarding file type, dimensions, and resolution. Each prerequisite is described in greater detail below. Languages and translations. Add localized screenshots and other images to your app's store entry, as well as translations of the app's description. Automatic Google Translate translations of your app's content are also available to users. If you don't want to submit your own translations, we'll translate, with the exception of Armenian, Rhaeto-Romance, Tagalog, and Zulu. Categorization. To proceed, select the category and kind that best describe your app. Either an app or a game can be selected from the corresponding drop-down menu. The Play Store is divided into numerous subcategories for each app kind. Do some thinking about which category best describes your app, and go from there. Putting up an APK is a prerequisite for getting your material rated. You can put off doing this for now. Contact details. To provide clients with access to assistance for your app, please provide your contact information below. Here you can list various ways to get in touch with you. For example, an email address, a website, and a phone number. However, at least one of these must be provided before an app can be published. Privacy policy. You must enter a detailed privacy policy that effectively explains how your app collects, uses, and shares sensitive user data if your app is requesting access to such data or permissions. Both the App Store page and the app itself need to include a link to your privacy policy's online location. Verify that the link works and leads to the right place in your app. Your online shop listing is complete. You can save your work in progress by selecting the Save Draft button. Until you're ready to release your app to the public, you can always skip ahead. Step 5. Upload APK to an app release. Now that you have everything set up for the successful upload of your program, you may locate the APK file. The Android Package Kit, APK, is the software installation and distribution format for the Android platform. Your APK file, in other words, has everything in it that an Android device needs to run your app. With Google, you may distribute your APK in a number of different ways. However, an app release must be made before the file is uploaded. In order to make a release, you must first select the application you built in Step 3. Following this, select App Releases from the Release Management submenu on the left. At this point, you'll be prompted to choose the release format into which you'll deposit your initial app build. There is the option of doing an internal test, a closed test, an open test, and a production release. Before making your app available to the general public, you may put it through its paces with a select set of users in the first 3 releases. This is the most secure method, since you can learn from the test results and make any necessary adjustments to the software before releasing it to the general public. On the other hand, if you make a production release, your uploaded software version will be available to everyone in the countries where you decide to distribute it. As soon as you've made your selection, hit the Create Release button. Then, give your release a title and some details by following the on-screen prompts to upload your APK files. Click the Save button when you're finished. Step 6. Provide an appropriate content rating. Your software will be labeled as unrated if you don't give it a star rating. Some unrated apps on Google Play may be withdrawn if they receive too many negative reviews. You should fill out a content rating questionnaire in order to rate your app. Select your app in the Play console, then go to Store Presence, greater than Content Rating on the left side of the screen. Be sure to only enter correct information. If your app's content is misrepresented in any way, it may be removed from the Play Store or even banned entirely. Reaching the right people with well-rated content is essential for increasing click-throughs and conversions. Step 7. Set up pricing and distribution. You'll need to settle on a method of making money off your app before you can proceed with this phase. The decision to make an app free or premium should be made after you have determined how the app will generate revenue. Keep in mind that if your software is now paid, you can switch it to free at any time, but the opposite is not true. You'll need to develop a brand new app and decide on a fee for it in order to accomplish this. You can select which Android devices and software you want your app distributed on, as well as which regions you want it released in. Step 8. Rollout release to publish your app. Your work here is nearly complete. After you've double-checked everything else, you can evaluate your release and make it public. Make sure everything in your app's store listing, content rating, and price and distribution areas is in good shape before you push out the final version for review. When you're satisfied with the information you've provided, go to Release Management, and then App Releases to publish your app. To make changes to a release, click the Edit Release button beside the announcement you wish to modify. Then, select Review to get the Review and Rollout Release screen. Look here to see if there are any problems or red flags you may have overlooked. To finish, choose Confirm Rollout. The app will then be available on Google Play for download by users in the specified locations. What's next? If you followed these instructions carefully, you should be ready to release your app. However, now is not the time to kick back and relax. The real work for you to do has just begun. You need to get the word out about your new software if you want it to be downloaded and used to its full potential. Maintaining your app over time requires investment as well. To make it an even better offering for your clients, you should keep upgrading it and improving it.